a quick look at what happens in a portion of your brain called the striatum when you're hungry. Hi guys, Cherian Kappen here, founder of Ytalife, and today let's look at how you get motivated to eat and what makes you decide on what to eat, from where to eat, and how much to eat. So let's assume that you haven't eaten for a while, right? So you're hungry, you're craving for something good, and from a survival point of view, it's important that you get energy, right? I mean, if you don't have energy, how are you going to survive as a species? This makes sense. So there's a portion of your forebrain called the striatum, and the bottom part of the striatum, the ventral part, is associated with deciding or giving you motivation on what to do next. So there are many motivation channels in your brain, and a lot of them compete with each other. For example, if you're feeling scared about some threat, it could be anything, that channel competes to express itself. If you're feeling hungry, there's another channel trying to express itself. If you're feeling thirsty, dehydrated, there's another channel for that. If you're feeling, a bit sexy, there's a channel for that too. So there are many channels that drive different motivations. So only one channel is allowed to express itself at a given time. So initially all these channels compete with each other and one of them wins. So it's like a bidding war, each channel says, I want to win, this is why we should be winning. I'm very hungry, I haven't eaten, so we need food first. Whereas the frightened section will be like, no, there's a threat. We should first run away, otherwise how can we eat? The brain interprets all this information, looks around and first finds out what is the most important thing to do right now. Now, if you're really, really hungry, obviously the channel that's going to be winning is your hunger channel. So once the I am hungry, I need to eat channel wins, next thing is that the brain tries to find out how can we eat, what do we eat, and where do we get some food from. So next question is, how do you choose one of these plans? Are you going to order? Are you going to go out? Are you going to cook? So again, the brain uses all the information that it has around. It uses how you feel, it uses your past history of how you usually used to get food and where you got it from, and then it decides on what to do next. So basically, if you're somebody that orders more often and you're not really interested in cooking, you would generally, most of the time, end up ordering something. If you're somebody who doesn't like ordering but would like to go out and eat because you like the new setting or the sense of getting into a restaurant, well, then the brain might push you to do that. So it's like several different channels keep opening up. Going to the restaurant or ordering food or cooking, and then one of them wins again. And then let's assume that you've decided to order some food. Then the options are like, which app do I use? Do I use Zomato, or do you use Swiggy or something else, or do I call the restaurant directly? Again, a lot of comparisons. So using past information and relevant data, your brain again decides to, let's say, use Zomato. Once that's done, the next question is, which restaurant do you order from? So this would again be from your past experience. You would know that certain restaurants give a lot of food, it's optimal, in terms of affordability, it's optimal, the taste is pretty good. And you would also know certain restaurants that are really, really bad. You would never want to eat from there again, right? So these comparisons keep going on. These are basically small competitions that are happening in your brain at light speed. And then you end up deciding on what to eat and from where to eat and how to eat. So the strength of this decision on what you've decided finally depends on your history, internal aspects of your body and your mind, and external aspects as well. For instance, let's say that you prefer to eat from McDonald's, just as an example. But then suddenly there's a special offer going on, 50% off at Domino's. Or suddenly your brain is like, oh, 50% off. I could get double the food or at half the price. I should probably go for Domino's, even though I like McDonald's more. So a lot of information is getting in, and we already have a lot of information. All of this gets processed and then a decision is made. So you can see how a lot of these complex decision making is actually going on in our heads. But the funny fact is that they're all happening unconsciously. It just keeps happening, right? Now, why am I saying all this? Again, it is only for awareness. You have to realize that a lot of your cravings and why you want to eat from here and there is very important. You see, in 2012 alone, the advertising company in terms of food advertising, they spend around $6.9 billion on just advertisements of food in the US. So top 10 companies, right? Why would they spend so much money? You see, because all these colors and offers and the combos and all these things, they keep spiking different aspects of our brain, wanting us to eat or choose this over something else. Because the food industry is quite competitive. There's a lot of fast food, a lot of packet foods and so forth. So they've got to convince your brain, not you, your brain, to crave for this specific food so that they keep getting repeat customers, right? So at Ytalife, we're all about trying to bring you the truth so that you can be aware. Now that you know, okay, so this is where these ads are being played and this is why I feel this way. Now you have a choice. You can consciously tell your unconscious section of the brain to stop. I don't want to eat crappy food. I want to eat some good food. I'm focused. I have a goal. I want to do that. I don't want to order from this place, right? When you have this awareness, you have a conscious option. As always, guys, stay aware and stay informed. A lot of these things are happening in your brain unconsciously. And even now, researchers are just beginning to understand the complete aspects of it. We've really just touched the surface level. It takes a lot more time, and new discoveries about the brain are just coming in and again and again and again. So stay informed, stay aware, and stay healthy. That's the only way you can live a life without limitations.